Happy Thursday, everybody. This is Pastor KZ. I am your host with the All About Favorite channel. Those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. All this week, I've been wearing gifts from you, the subscribers. And today, I am representing San Antonio, Florida. Someone sent me a t-shirt. I didn't even know about San Antonio for a while until I worked with a young man who was from there. So thank you so much, all of my subscribers. I will attempt to wear the gear. One thing I did not note on Monday I think I wore hoop earrings, but I've been getting a request to wear post earrings, and I think the rest of the week I've been wearing post earrings. What y'all think? I am just a hoop lover myself, but you all say I look kind of cute in post. Okay, thank you so much for the compliment. Okay, also, all this week, we've been doing Real Talk Week. Yesterday, I read an email from a lady who said she begged for her marriage. And a lot of you talked about that in your emails to me last night, and we're going to talk about that. And something else very quick I need to address. Don't forget the contest. I have been getting some replies of you guessing my birthday, my birth month, and birthday. The two favorite colors of mine, the two favorite gospel artists, old school and new school, and my 5 favorite R&B singers. Some of you are doing really well, but you're way off on a few of them. So, especially on my two favorite colors, you're way off on those. No one has even gotten one color right yet. So, come on, y'all, get to working. Some of you have guessed a couple of the artists that I like, but they're just not in the top 5. But anywho, also, and you said, Pastor KZ, just when you get good, you end the show. So try to make it longer. I promise I'll try to make some longer than others. But y'all, I don't want to bore you. I just want to get in here, give you something to think about, and get out of here and have you come back wanting more, okay? Now, let's talk about this real talk. Some of the things that I talk about, you might not hear this from a pulpit, but I guarantee you it will bless you, meaning it will be beneficial to you. If it's not for you, share it with somebody else, because this is some good information, good food for thought. Today, as you know, is Tell the Truth Thursday and Confession Day. So please understand, it's time that the truth starts coming out. It's time for you to start being honest. And until then, things are just going to pile up and really just stay in a situation where it's hidden, but it's just gnawing away at you as you age. Now, some of you felt yesterday from the email, some of you were kind of hard on the sister. Y'all said she should have stopped being fake. Pastor Casey, if that was me, I would have been done. I wouldn't have been waiting around for him for no year and a half. Okay, girls, I understand, but she really wanted to save her marriage. And some of you were saying, especially you men were saying, Pastor KZ, if I ever leave, I ain't coming back. Okay, but this is the thing. I don't personally feel like the two of them had that conversation of the relationship ending. I think when a person goes through a period of separation, I think what they were doing was just trying to get time apart, but he had already moved on into a whole relationship. So I do understand what you all are saying in that respect. Now, I want to address some of your thoughts regarding this topic today. And it is, there comes a time when you must own your part of the story. There comes a time, and I'm going to do a whole week on owning your part. I'm going to do that a whole week, so I don't know when, but that has definitely got to be done. You have got to own your part of a mess. Some of you walk around and you want to blame other people because it's easy to do. It's easy to blame the situations on other people, but you got to own your part of the mess. You got to own your part of the story, and you've got to stop playing the victim all the time. Now, please do not misinterpret what I'm saying, because I am not talking about people who are victims of abuse. I'm not talking to children who were violated and victimized. You're not to blame for someone else victimizing you. I'm speaking to people who clearly refuse to take responsibility and be accountable for their behavior, and you don't want to own your part of the story. You just don't want to do it. You're walking around in denial with this self-pity going on. Poor me, I'm a victim. Why did they do this to me? You've got to own your part of the story. And you've got to stop hoping someone will love you. That's just not healthy. Or begging someone to love you. That's not healthy. So you got to own your truth. And it was something she said in that email that stuck out to me right away. When she said, I was hoping he'd come back. See, that was her hope and desire. Not once did she say in that email, we were going to work things out. He and I had talked about it. So when she said she received the divorce papers, sometimes I notice when I read what you all say, I read what's not there. And what I didn't see there was the fact that she wasn't surprised that the divorce papers were coming. That stood out. She did not seem surprised. And then when she admitted that he already was in a relationship, that should have indicated to her that the conversation should have been had long before. Now, some people refuse to take responsibility. They just won't do it. Some people are in denial, like I said. And here are a few truths that I found, and this is just, again, disclaimer, my opinion. I don't feel this way. No one is responsible for your happiness. Some people sitting around expecting people to make them happy. I'm not happy. I need somebody in my life to make me happy. No one is responsible for your happiness and your joy. You need to find that within and find that for yourself. And I will say this, and this again is just my opinion. But if you are a person walking around thinking someone is going to fuel your life and bring you joy and happiness, that's unrealistic. Because what happens when the person goes, now what, you're not happy no more? No, I admit that people come into your life and sometimes, you get a feel-good moment. You like being around them. Your energy is good. Your vibration is good. But what I'm saying is that person in no way is going to be end-all, be-all of your happiness. You got to think about that. Also, something else I want to say that I believe. You can't change a person's mind. Once a person has made up their mind about something, I don't care how much you beg and plead, what kind of deals you try to make with them, that's still not going to make them want you. This woman was willing to accept that your husband got another woman and you okay with him having that relationship as long as he come home and keep this lie up, keep this facade up. Now, something's wrong there. So you can't just change a person's mind, or you cannot change how a person feel about you. In life, sometimes you don't get what you want, and you got to learn how to be okay with that. That's real talk. See, sometimes we need reminders of how we played a part in the story. See, this woman from the email, she didn't play a major role in the story because she left some things out of the story. And I agree with you, subscribers and viewers. I do agree with you wholeheartedly when you all said she should have stopped the facade long before. I agree with that 100%. But perhaps mentally, now I'm going to go on the other side here. Because like I said, I don't take sides. I just want to put these thoughts out for you. And I hope that it empowers somebody and encourages someone. I think mentally, she just wasn't ready to let go of the life they had built. And also, it goes back to the show I did a few days ago. She cared too much about what other people was thinking about them. So she wanted to keep the image going for the people. That's what I believe was going on. And I don't think she was I don't think it was so much that she wasn't ready to give up on her marriage. I think she was not ready to give up on the image. After I reread that email, that's just something I began to think about. It didn't sound like the marriage was the issue. It sounded like the image was the issue that she didn't want to let go of. And she had to own that. She has owned that. And the good thing is she is in therapy. Now, once you own your part of the story, then you can make a choice to either cut ties, sever things, and move on. That's what her husband did, y'all. He cut ties. I think I did a show last week about cutting ties. He cut ties. He said, I'm not doing this anymore. I am done playing this game and living a lie. What was wrong with what he said? See, there were some emails, a few I received. You all said that was cold how he did that. He was honest. You know what? Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes people just not ready to hear the truth. And I don't think she was ready to hear that he wasn't going to continue the facade. Because to me, as I keep saying, when I read more and more from the email, it didn't sound like she was broken up because of the end of the marriage. That's what I got. Now, I want you to write me back, sis, if I'm wrong on this, but that's just the vibes I'm getting here. Now, y'all, you got to learn how to tell the truth. You got to learn how to tell the truth. And this is from Pastor KZ. There's some things I believe has to be done. You have to learn how to tell the truth. You have to learn how to accept the truth. You have to also learn how to recover from that truth and live your truth. You got to learn how to recover from it, and you got to learn how to live your truth. And that's real talk coming from Pastor K. Y'all get yourself focused. Bring your life into balance. I didn't read any more emails today because I wanted you to just do some thinking. Because sometimes you get caught up in so many things going on in your day-to-day life until you stop looking inside of yourself and trying to fix what's going on with you. Y'all, I agree. Everybody need a little tweaking here and there and fixing some things and modifying some things about your life and about your inner self. And you got to start by being honest and acknowledging, you know what? I think I need to improve upon this. I'm doing too much of this and not enough of that. I need to just throw out some things. And that might include some of these behaviors that you're exhibiting, some of these jacked up thoughts that you're having, and it's messed up. Love yourself. You are worth it. Put some time and invest. I did a show several months ago. You've got to invest in yourself. Y'all, take the mask off. Stop living a lie. The truth is what it is. Right, wrong, or indifferent, or whether it hurts. The truth does hurt sometimes. But again, I said this before, the truth can be helpful as well. Get yourself balanced. It's going to be okay. Take a moment. You have to take time out sometime and just sit in it. As Iyanla says, just sit in this here mess. And then pick yourself up and say, you know what? Enough is enough. The facade stops here today. I'm going to be keeping it real and keeping it 100, no matter who likes it. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow. With a surprise, by the way. I have a surprise for everybody tomorrow. I know it goes against what I said last week because I got to do this for you, the subscribers. Have a wonderful day. And remember, love on yourself.